Hey, my dear friend, it's Ivy, your little Ivy. I am just stopping by to play my little violin, asking you for some help. I have sent you my GoFundMe link in efforts to just collect a few coins to help me to further move this movement along. As you already know, you've seen my book and you've probably seen the interview by now with the dish, and so the awareness begins. So I plan to do a virtual book launch, which is July 18th. You may know about that as well, so tune in. And then I plan to do a book tour, starting with a couple of book signings at a few locations in Florence, probably the beach, maybe a few other areas. I'm not sure yet. Haven't really put a lot of thought into that just yet, as I'm just trying to prepare for the virtual book launch, which will be Facebook Live. So again, tune in July 18th at 7 p.m. And so I need to purchase books, man. I need to get books. I need to get t-shirts. I've already got a logo for that, which is Bullying Built Me. And I need to try to put a little bit of money into marketing to really push these events that I have coming up. Because at the end of the day, I really just want to get the word out. I want to start conversation, which honestly has already started. People are calling me, texting me, inboxing me, and even people at work are really talking about this serious matter. Workplace bullying, man. Being targeted and even harassed, and you're just trying to work. People have a right to work in peace. People have a right to work in peace. God provides us with these jobs as a way to provide resources to us so that we can survive and take care of our families. And dreading to go to work, being paranoid, all that stuff that I've been through and others have been through, it's just too much and it's so unnecessary. Working in a toxic environment, it's just so not cool. I've had family, I've had friends, I've had colleagues that have endured this, and it's been going on for years. And it's a taboo topic that nobody seems to talk about. Nobody don't want to touch it. And as I even describe in my book, bullies tend to maneuver in these gray areas where it's really even hard to put your finger on it. The dictionary hasn't really even defined it. We talk about bullying in the schools amongst children, but we don't talk about how it happens amongst adults. And many adults are afraid to speak out and speak up out of fear of losing their job because they got bills to pay. That's not cool. So you have to suffer this treatment. We were freed a long time ago, right? I mean, really. But a lot of us are still not liberated as we are going into these workplaces and having to endure such treatment. And so it impacts your whole person, and that's why I'm very passionate about it, because I know how it has impacted me over the years. I've been bullied since high school, man. And so it really, really takes a toll on you, and it's just not fair. And it's my charge. I have been called by God to really, really push this agenda. I'm a change agent, and I have accepted that responsibility. You see my man back here, and so it seems a little awkward as he's kind of over my head. I get it. But Martin Luther King, he had a dream and he made sacrifices and he took risks. He had a family. He had a family, but he also knew his calling. He knew his responsibility to others. And because of him, we have more diversity in the world. We got a ways to go. We haven't arrived. That's for sure. But he knew he had a special calling, and he did some very, very great things. In middle school, we were asked to find a famous individual who wrote a speech, and we had to recite that speech in front of the class. So I chose Martin Luther King, and I did I Have a Dream speech, and I've admired him ever since. I've studied his story. I've been to his museum. I've been to his house, which is now, open for individuals to visit. I've even been to the hotel where, he was, where his life was taken. And so he's really, really huge to me. And so I think that stumbling upon Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in middle school was only foreshadowing of my own life. And so this is big. I just need a few coins just to really, really push it and make it happen. And so anything that you can do is helpful. Even if it's $10, that's 5 books, and so that's a T-shirt. Whatever you donate, just let me know. If you prefer a signed copy of my book or a t-shirt, especially if you've already bought the book, you can definitely get a t-shirt. Just let me know and I'll get it to you. I appreciate your help. If nothing else, just pray. Pray for strength. Pray for wisdom, knowledge, and pray that, it just keeps me focused, that, the Lord just keeps me focused because, as you know, I don't like all this attention and this rah-rah. If you know me very well, I really don't care for it. But it comes with that. I mean, you can't really, create an awareness in the world if you aren't in the forefront. And so just pray that I have the nerves, the nerve to get out there and do what I need to do, because it has been overwhelming, believe it or not. But this is bigger than me. It's bigger than us. It's about creating some policies and procedures and putting those in place in the workplace. It's about training. Employers need to be trained. New employees need to be trained. It needs to be a part of new employee orientation. People need to know what to do when they are being victimized, and then individuals need to be aware that they can't treat people any kind of way. It's not cool. It's not cool, man. It impacts your everything. You lose sleep on Sunday night because you dreading to have to go back to that place on Monday. But what are you going to do? And it's hard to job hop. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the area you're in, it's hard to get a job. So you feel stuck. And nobody should feel like that. Life is too short to be miserable. And we spend too many hours in the workplace throughout the week. And in many cases, we spend more time at work than we do at home in a week's time. So it should be a peaceful place. It should be a place where you should grow, be able to make, a couple of friends if need be. I've met many of my friends, possibly even you, in the workplace. So it should be fostered. It should be nurtured. It should be cool and even fun sometimes. Not all the other mess, man. So again, just any little thing you can do to help would be appreciated. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Just to be walking into what I've been prepared to do for so long. Everything makes sense, man. Friend, everything that I've been through in my life. From the bullying in schools, the bullying through college, the bullying on these jobs. Just the struggles in general. Everything that I've gone through really leads to this moment, and so it's exciting and it's liberating. I'm just excited about the next thing, and so I'm probably, just to give you a sneak peek. Nobody else knows this. Just to give you a sneak peek, my next book is probably going to be bullying in relationships, and so that'll be next. So stay tuned for that. So if you have any contacts, if you have any ideas about this charge as you are about to sow into this movement, please let me know. Send me a text, call me, send me an email, whatever the case may be. That's how I got on the dish. A great friend of mine had a contact. And so just let me know. I love you. I love you with everything I have, man. I do. And I thank you for being supportive. I thank you for sharing my links. I thank you for sharing my interview. I thank you for buying the book already if you've done so. I love you. I do. And as humble as life has made me, I'll never forget about you and what you've done in my life, how you've impacted my life thus far. And so nonetheless, even if you can't give, that does not deter my love for you or my friendship. Because my love doesn't come with conditions. And so I'm just asking you for your help at this time. But no love lost if you just can't, even if you can't do it right now, maybe later, or maybe not at all. Just pray for me. Just pray for me, because it's been tough already. And this is just the beginning. So I've already had some criticisms, and some crazy questions. And so if you can't do nothing else, just put me in your prayers tonight and every night, because this is really about to be big. So thank you. I love you. And I look forward to talking to you sometime today. I might even text you today. Whatever. You might see me on Facebook. Who knows? I look forward to talking to you again. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.